the Thrilling 3 was working fine for me. I have no problem working in groups. I think we were very successful. I think at times we may have been among the best, but a team is just that, a team. And then any time you take individuals and you put them in a contained environment, they tend to react like oil and water sometimes, or peanut butter and chocolate. Although peanut butter and chocolate does taste good together, so that's actually a bad example. I quite enjoy that. I think the thing I get asked about the most, of course, is my laser vision. People tend to think it's a real picnic to have eyes that shoot lasers, but believe it or not, it's had its disadvantages. If I look at anything too intently, it tends to burst into flames. The Thrilling 3 was working fine for me. I have no problem working in groups. I think we were very successful. I think at times we may have been among the best, but a team is just that, a team. And then any time you take individuals and you put them in a contained environment, they tend to react like oil and water sometimes, or peanut butter and chocolate. Although peanut butter and chocolate does taste good together, so that's actually a bad example. I quite enjoy that. I think the thing I get asked about the most, of course, is my laser vision. People tend to think it's a real picnic to have eyes that shoot lasers, but believe it or not, it's had its disadvantages. If I look at anything too intently, it tends to burst into flames, which can be a real pickle in a relationship scenario. When you're conversing with somebody, a normal person would be able to look them square in the eye. I avert my gaze, which is often interpreted as disinterest, or rather daft or stupid, which couldn't be farther from the truth. I'm a man of culture, a man of passion, and I would say a man of humor, which is not widely known. On the outside, I appear calm and cool, perhaps even collected.
Add these unsettling eyes to a less than ingratiating personality, and you have an outcast. Although he tried to hide his powers, a few of us had heard about them and approached him. had to talk him into becoming a superhero. Look, Laser Eyes, the only way you'll ever fit in is to do what we do. Make what's odd about you an asset. Announce your weirdness with a cool name and an outfit, and wear them proudly. I myself came up with the name GAZERBEAM. He didn't like it. Wanted something more sober. Viewpoint he liked, he'd say. How about Viewpoint? Terrible, we told him. Sounds like a TV show nobody watches. But he liked the fact that we were interested in him, giving him names and arguing about them. We had a club, the first club that wanted him to join, and he accepted. All of it. Us, the outfit, the name GAZERBEAM, even came to say it with a strange pride. In time, he became a first-class crime fighter, and for a while, he fit in. We all did. When it ended, we all had to go underground. He used his alter ego to fight for superhero rights. But he had trouble adapting to civilian life. His problem is common to superheroes. He got used to being useful. He needed to be useful. A bad man exploited that desire, that weakness, to attract GAZERBEAM and other superheroes, individually, in secret, and one by one to kill them off. I was drawn into it too, almost became another victim. If it weren't for a clue GAZERBEAM left behind heroically in his dying